Alrighty, so last time we did waves 1 and 2 with the Booster Course Pass retexture mod, and guess what? This time we're doing waves 3 and 4. Funny how that works out. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Subscribe if you like this content. I noticed the last video did a lot for the algorithm, so, you know, thank you. And thank God there's a part 2. That just means more algorithm. Haha. But anyways, let's just get this started. This is the Booster Course Pass Wave 3 retexture mod. And obviously this one, you can kind of tell some of the differences with the trees and the grass specifically, as well as I guess the road up here is a slightly different texture. Like I think this is just a dirt texture or something. I can't recall exactly, but I know it's slightly different. Oh, that change hop almost killed me. And yeah, remember, like the last video, I will say this again, these tracks are playable online. So if you want to play any of these tracks online, you can do it. Just have a modded Switch, of course, and if you don't, I wouldn't mod it honestly, but you know, that's neither here or there. And yeah, just like last episode, we are just going to be commentating the most, quite frankly, random commentary. So I mean, if you enjoy random shit, here you go. Here it is. Happy Hanukkah. Boo Lake. This one is probably the least changed. No, actually in wave 3 there is one that's been changed less, I would say, in my opinion, but this is like up there. Really, the big differences is the background, which you can kind of tell is different, and outside the background, the wood is different. I made the wood feel dirtier because it feel like the wood was, well, not feel, but like it felt like the wood was really polished, which I mean isn't a bad thing until you think about it's a haunted lake. I don't think they would clean the wood here. If so, that is kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Blue Lake is actually a really good DLC track. I think it's actually my favorite one of Wave 3, which is really weird because it has Boo in it, which is 3 parts of Boob. Speaking of Boo, let's back spam him. I don't know if I got him. I did not get him. Okay, well, we got him this time. We did not get him this time. Please don't murder me. Can we like banana someone? Snipe? Oh, well, that was a horrible snipe attempt. I would go as far to say this track right here is the Toad Circuit of this video, as in not because it was originally horrible. It just it probably has the most changes out of any track in this specific video. So that's gonna be the key thing here. This track is like the Toad Circuit, and really I don't think wave 4 has a Toad Circuit, which is fair because DS Mario Circuit would probably be the closest to it, but even that still had its nice detail here and there in the original. But yeah, this is actually one of the big cases of the palm tree being used. Not the palm tree, the pine tree. Which, by the way, yeah, none of these have like actual collision. Well, they're just a collision from the original track, which I think that's fair. So, you know, hey, good talk, gamers. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention is most of these tracks have different skyboxes. Honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference in some scenarios, but some tracks it actually does add quite a bit, in my opinion, but maybe that's just me. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Also is probably worth mentioning something about the, what's it called, my take on the graphics. And I didn't really mention this in the last video, but I did see a couple comments on it. I don't really care about the graphics being bad per se. I mean, in fact, I kind of like the cartoony style they went for. My problem with the graphics is the fact that it was in the same game as GBA Mario Circuit, all that fun stuff. So if you look at like 3DS Toad Circuit and compare that to GBA Mario Circuit, it is blatantly different. I said that wrong. So yes, my problem with the DLC is not that it's horrible looking. It's the consistency that bothers me, but that's another topic for another day. Also, what the hell are you doing, Luigi? Okay, I know I said Mushroom Gorge is my favorite DLC track. This one's my favorite retexture, I would say, that I made. I don't know what it is, but the lighting and the effects on this track, it does something in this specific, like, detail. I don't know why. I think this track just works with this retexture. And obviously, it's still Maple Treeway. You can tell, because I can fail a shortcut very badly. This is genuinely one of my favorite textures here, though, in my opinion. I would go as far as to say it's my absolute favorite. Obviously, as I said, my favorite DLC track is not this track, but I mean, the texturing, I would go as far as, you know what I mean. In all due respect, it's also a very simple and straightforward retexture as well. Most of it's just like slightly editing detail in most sections, and I think I changed the wood texture here. I can't really remember, but actually no, here I definitely changed the trees here. I did. I mean, I shouldn't say the trees. We're driving on a freaking tree, but you know, that's fun. I also believe I used like some sort of grass texture on the road. It's hard to tell. I can't really see it, but I think there is a grass texture there, which would make sense. Also, I should not have slowed down there, and yeah. But like overall, the lighting here is beautiful, and this texturing just helps evolve this track even more. And I mean, it's still a really great track in general, but I don't know, man. I think this might be this is definitely a top 5 DLC track. God damn it. Oh, hey, we're in Germany now, gamers. What do I say about this track? Let me think. It has a tree. Now, I actually think this track is like a really nice rendition of just the tour track, and I don't know much about the whole universe, and like I'm the same guy who thought Rio was in Brazil. So like, you know, that's fun, but I don't know, man. I can only commentate so many retextures. This is being done basically for preservation, and you know, I'm very much preserving it with this footage, but you know, why am I uploading this? The biggest difference you'll probably see here is the trees back there, with the pine trees being a completely different model, because obviously in the original they were kind of like circular, I guess is the word I'd say, and like oval-like, but now they're just pine trees. Woo. Also, I think this is I don't know if this is a weird opinion or weird take, but I feel like this track very much blends in with the other track in wave 3 for me, the other city track, which is really weird. These one's foggy and this one isn't. I don't know if it was just the timing or what, but like I feel like the tracks kind of blend in layout wise. I don't know if that's just me, but there was a good period of time in there where I was like, am I playing London Loop or am I playing not London Loop? But then how I remember if I'm playing London Loop or not is if it looks like the track's British. Oh boy, this track, the retexture here is fire in my opinion. But there is something I need to address and rant about for this track, and that is called forced layout editing. Again, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but you see this turn right here that you're gonna take lap 3? I hate it actually with a burning passion. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels very forced onto the track. Like, it doesn't feel natural. That's what I'm trying to say here. It feels like it's just we need a reason to like make this track, what's the word, interesting. And it's like, okay, that's fair. Maybe like you could do a courtyard room over there or something. Like, I don't know, go through like some fountain area. I don't know, Peach Gardens related stuff. And if they did that, it would have been really interesting to see kind of like a new area and new original concept for the track, even though it's ass old, quite frankly. But nope, what do? They take this section up here and make it far less interesting. They don't even have the Monty moles or anything. I think it's just like a bench over there or something, if I'm correct. And honestly, it's kind of boring. I don't like it. But again, controversial take probably. I would like it if it was like maybe more original of a route. Like, wow, there's benches over here. Do you know what else this truck doesn't have? More on your mom. That's what it doesn't have. Although it is kind of funny to drive against a bullet bill like that or something. I don't know. Just maybe pull up a bombs for people going back because it's kind of a stupid idea, but it's really funny. Or I could pull up a bomb and almost bomb myself. You know, that works too. Also, I can fly, you gamers. Oh, and another thing with this track going backwards, this cut at the end is broken. It basically defines the track. If you get a shroom at the end, you're good. Oh, great. This track, I would call it Merry Mountain, but really it's Winter Mountain because, you know, it's not Christmas, so like Hakuna Matata, I guess. With that awkward note out of the way, this track, I mean, oh, it is the other case of the winter trees. Last episode I said GBA Snowland was the only one with the winter trees. Get ratioed, this one has winter trees too. Also, I would do DK Summit winter trees. You'll see that later in the video, but like, the thing is with DK Summit's trees, they are way, way, way in the background, and there is no point in me replacing them with how far in the background they are, especially if it could like lag the track or something. But that's not the point of this edit. This edit is to be a fun take on Winter Mountain. I'm not calling it Merry Mountain, Mom. And that is how I stole Christmas. I got first place, you blah, 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 blah. 3DS Rainbow Road, I have no idea how this one happened. I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, admittingly, this only has edits to it. Well, outside the moon I genuinely wanted to edit. But if I did not edit the rest of the track, people would be like, ZPO, it's the exact same track. And I would be like, no, the moon's different. So yeah, that's kind of the only reason like the skyboxes here and stuff is, well, I mean, if I didn't, people would be, you know, ZPO, this is the exact same track. I don't see a difference. And to that, I'd say Merry Christmas. We just celebrated Christmas. Happy New Year, gamers. Also, is it weird that I don't think this track is the best DLC track? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people think this is like the top tier DLC track. And I'm here kind of like, it's mid tier. It's like, it's not bad, not good. I used to not like it actually, but I grew to like it. I was definitely underwhelmed when I first played this track. It felt very underwhelming. And the visuals here are actually really good for what it's worth. It just could use a bit more background, but that's not my problem here. Again, trying to do stuff that actually keeps what Nintendo wanted to do, but not like remake their vision. I want to keep exactly what their vision is while making it more detailed, I guess is how I'd say it. But anyways, guess what, gamers? Only one more wave to go. Lol. Okay, usually I don't mean this when I say it unless I'm like stupid, but I'm gonna be very honest where I say this. Where the hell is Amsterdam? Like, being honest, I have never heard of, well, I've heard of Amsterdam, but like, I haven't heard of the other two at all. Like, I have no idea where they're located or anything. In fact, I'm just kind of here playing this, you know, thing. And admittedly, there was a gap jump apparently in this track that I just straight up did not know about. I think it's right here this turn. Which, okay, that's actually kind of cool that there was an original gap jump cut. I'm not going to lie. Other than that, yeah, farming kind of track, which, okay, it's actually kind of interesting to have like a farming-ish kind of city track here. Because it feels like the area is a fieldy area, which kind of feels like a farming area. Which, admittedly, that is kind of cool. We don't have many of those in Mario Kart in general, but like, well, we don't, when I say that, I mean like farming tracks, like Moo Moo Farm, Moo Moo Meadows, that's about all I can think of. But no, this track's good. I like it. Oh, I want to see a mushroom. Thank you, Sid the Science Kid. Why did I say that? Anyways, okay. This track's good though. I like it. It's good. Not my favorite. I grew to like it a bit more. It used to be kind of a bottom tier one, but now it's mid tier. Which, hey, you evolved from bad to being bad. Yeah, something like that. Oh, ooh, I almost got ratioed by Mario again. Oh, GBA Riverside Park. This one is slightly updated from the last update of this. And when I say slightly, I literally mean ever so slightly. It is the vines on the left and right and some of the plants that have more detail now. Woo. Thank you, Link, for hitting me. You are a great friend. Not you too, Dad! See, the joke here is King Boo is a ghost and so is my dad. There is a funniness here. You just don't understand the comedy, gamers. Also, this might not be the last video I do of this retextured stuff. I know it's part 2 out of 2, and obviously wave 5 and 6 will happen eventually, but like right now I was concerned. I need to ask you guys' opinion on this actually. Would you like to see kind of an online gameplay of just like some of these tracks online to show that, hey, you can play them online, even though I have done it in the past, but like no one watched those videos. I'm so sad. Anyways, let's go to Piranha Plant. Whoa, he's dead! Bro, I love DK Snowboard Cross. It's my favorite Mario Kart Wii track. What makes this track here so special? Well, it's snowy. Like me. Now, the big difference on this track is the snow and rocks. Whoopie-doo. You've seen this before. However, okay, this track in this game, I like it on like 150, I'd say, a bit more. 200, it's just weird. Because like, the double cut is just way too fast. And admittedly, the double cut's kind of easy here. Like, I did it first try. Not on this video, but like when I first played this track, huh? Like, I'm sorry, the double cut is not hard here. It's a very easy cut. And yeah, it should be easier than it probably is in Mario Kart Wii, but like, add some skill. Next time Nintendo remakes this track, they're probably gonna make the double cut a glider cut instead. Also, I can fly. Woo. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just here. I'm just playing this game. Why? Because yes. Also, in this game, they actually fixed the biggest problem with DK Summit ever, and we gotta get to it first. See? This game has a Donkey Kong statue, which is like, bro, they killed a gorilla! Yeah, that's right. Mario is dead. Wait, did I say a gorilla? You know what I mean. They killed Mario. Whoopie-doo, gamers. So Maple Treeway and Mario Kart Wii has the jack-off bridge. That's fair. You can bridge jack-off. But in this game, they have the jack-off track. Yoshi's Island, my favorite Mario Kart track now. Cannot wait for Nintendo to make Shitter Raceway and made that my favorite track. Anyways, okay, low-key, Yoshi's Island, genuinely my favorite Mario Kart track. Like, that part is not a joke. This track is so damn good. And I mean good. Like, look at this. It's a fucking dog on a mailbox. This is an Animal Crossing. This is politics. Anyways, I killed a crab again, you know, the usual. It's the usual ZPL suspect. What else is a ZPL suspect? Suspect. You are a usual ZPL suspect if you do not subscribe, so subscribe. I think I already did a subscribe promo at the beginning of the video, but just do it again. Also, yeah, this track's probably worth mentioning that this is one of those tracks with the flat, boring blue skybox that, fun fact, has texture now. Jeez, I know I'm a throat user, but that freaking hurts. You know what this track reminds me of? Volcanic Skyway from Mario Kart Wii, a custom track. And you can tell it's kind of like a custom track like that, because it kind of has all the themes of that track, which, admittingly, is really, really funny. Also, one more cup left. Bangkok Rush. This name cannot be taken seriously by me. Okay, this track, okay. Admittingly, this is one of my favorite city tracks in the gameplay department. I used to be very, it's fine of it, but now, oh, now it's gamering. Like, I don't know, I got really used to the layout, and it's actually very simple and straightforward, yet it's fun. And that's what makes a Mario Kart track good. It needs to be fun. Let's kill some gamers. Like, for example, Daisy is fun. I wouldn't know that, actually. Never mind. But no, genuinely, the detail here is crazy. And, like, the gameplay is pretty fire now as well. This is my favorite city track, I'd say, in the whole DLC. Which is really weird, because it used to be one of my ones. Which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of city tracks in general. But this track's pretty good. Also, they had freaking fireworks in the distance. Tell me, what track in Mario Kart has fireworks in the distance that isn't this? There probably is one now, I'm just not remembering. The one thing that I don't like is this section. It feels very weird to have this here, which is kind of funny, but it's weird to have a spiral like that. Like, that just is probably not a great gameplay decision of all time, but it's a gameplay decision of all time nonetheless. Okay, I don't know what made Nintendo want to bring back this track of all tracks, but I'm not complaining. I mean, hey, DS Mario Circuit, we didn't get DS Egyptian Fortress, but we got shit, so I guess it's fine. No, but they like stepped up their game for this track in, well, this game, because this track in the specific game is actually really good. I don't know what it is, but it's one of my favorite Way 4 tracks as well, which is very odd because I was expecting it to not happen to be that good. But here we are, we're playing on DS Mario Circuit, and I can't believe I'm saying this. There's a Wiggler! No, they perfected this track from Mario Kart DS. Like, this track was fine in DS. I didn't like it in any other custom track for variation of the game, just because, I mean, it's DS Mario Circuit, what do you want me to say? But what makes this track super interesting in this game is just the detail in gameplay. Like, I don't know, man, it's really, really, really cool here. And the texturing is honestly really nice here. Like, the default texturing even, and, you know, just everything above. Also, this track does not have replacement trees, because it's Super Mario 64-esque trees, like, which are interesting, honestly. So I decided to keep them. Also, someone got really mad at me back in the day for replacing them with the normal trees, but that's not important. All right, confession to make. When I played this track at first, it was really, really cool. And then playing this track throughout the, like, remainder of Wave 4, I liked it less and less. I'm not going to lie. The slippery road ruins it for me. But that's neither here or there. This track is basically the exact same. There is small details. Like, I think I used a different mud texture. The road is just more shinier, which I kind of actually like. The specular wetness of it's shinier. And the rocks that apparently exist on this track. Here, there's rock, they have texture, woo. And other than the usual things on suspects I do, there is nothing left to say. This track is the exact same as before with a smaller enhancement thingamabobber. See, that's the thing about recording for 40 minutes with commentary. You have no idea what to say after a while. What I will say, though, is that we have one more track left after this, which is kind of crazy. I expected to be not that far done, but you know, hey, the better, I love my father. Singapore Speedway, excuse my French, but I don't like this track's gameplay that much. Fuck! Now, I'm gonna be honest, this track's gameplay is really a lot to be desired, if I'm being honest. It's fine, it's good, it's not great, it's fine. But with how beautiful this track is, like one of the best visual tracks in this pack, honestly. And it has nighttime, the beautiful nighttime skybox, which is actually being kept from the original version, surprisingly, because I didn't want to ruin that skybox. That skybox is freaking lit. But no, this track has some interesting gameplay choices. Like the straightaway here is way too long in my opinion, and I'm gonna be honest, it should have been way shorter, but you know, that's just my opinion, and that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because I'm not Nintendo. The Nintendo is real. But yeah, that's really all I have. This track is the last one, so outro time. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, like the video, do all that. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next time for some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Boost the Course Pass retextured. Peace out, gamers, and that's soccer.